चलो भाई चलो भाई चलो भाई चलो भाई ब्रांड लारा गया ओके Van Bravo.
Absolute concentration required now from the new man.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
No ball.
Let's go. आ जाओ भाई आ जाओ भाई क्या शॉट देख लेते हैं कैसा आ रहा है
No ball bowls. That really is an expensive over. The left armour to start a new spell.
Okay, left arm over the wicket.
Catch! If you want! Got him!
Hello and welcome to Queen's Park, Grenada, home of the Windward Isles, for what could be an epic Super 8's match.
Well, hoping for a good day's cricket here. Let's hope the players can oblige. I could see the captains are on their way out to the middle for the crucial toss, so let's see what happens. Joining me in the commentary box for this match is David Gower. And you were out in the middle earlier, David. How does the pitch look?
Good morning, everyone. When I looked at the pitch earlier, there was only one place to be, out there batting. It's hard and flat and a batsman's paradise. There should be a lot of runs in it, and the bowlers will have to work really hard to get anything from it. It might begin to crack towards the end of the match, which will help the spinners, but until then it really is fill your boots time for the batsman. I'd want my captain to win the toss and bat, so I could put my feet up in the pavilion.
That was a confident shot. Very late on that. No runs there.
That's gone!
Oh, lovely timing there. The crowd really enjoyed that one.
He might have hit it in the air, but there was no fielder out there, so there wasn't much risk.
That's 3 fours from the over so far. They're having a shout. "12 off the over."
It's his right arm over the wicket.
Catch!
Nothing scored there.
Catch!
Just the one!
Dropped it. Must have taken his eye off it at the last moment.
International cricket is a tough enough game without making it harder for yourself by not holding your catches.
That's 2 more.
Catch!
Come on, run!
Dropped. The fielding team may regret that.
The bowler needs the support of his fielders if he's to bowl with any confidence.
Another 2 picked up there.
That's gone! Keeper's end!
W.G. Grace is without question the most famous cricketer of all time, but it's very difficult to gauge just how good he really was in terms of the modern game. Considering that batting technique has moved on since his day, but pitches have improved considerably. How do you think the great cricketer would have got on in the modern day?
Well, I think this is one of the great it doesn't really matter questions of all time. Everyone in an era has to cope with the opposition in that era, and you make your reputation in your own particular era. Grace would have still been a fine player today. He would have come up a very, very different route. He wouldn't have been as autocratic as he was in his day, because he wouldn't have been allowed to. The fact that he might have been made to train, he'd have probably lost a bit off the belly. He wouldn't have been the character at all, but he would still have been a pretty good player. It's like saying, how many runs would Bradman have got in the current era? Well, he might not have averaged 99 point whatever it was, but he would have still been a mighty fine player. You've got to say that the greats from any era, I'm sure, would have had the natural talents and the mental talent to be able to carry on doing it for great periods of time. Those talents would still have held good in any era.
That has to be close. Gone.
That's out, no doubt about it.
Absolute concentration required from the new man in.
Great bowling!
Bit of a nervy swing at it there. Another single.
That's gone.
Very well played.
Ah, he picked his spot well there.
That came right off the meat of the bat. A productive over for the batting side. We're going to see a change of bowlers now.
The left arm over the wicket.
Catch him. Yes.
Dropped it. He'll be gutted to have put that one down.
It's deflating for the bowler, that is.
Just one run.
That's gone.
Beautiful placement. 4 all the way.
Catch.
Oh, lovely timing there. He placed that superbly.
Catch.
Not
Ball.
timed. It's gone down. He'll be disappointed not to have held on to that one.
The bowler needs the support of his fielders if he's to bowl with any confidence.
The batsman picks up one more.
Catch. Come on, run.
Great footwork. Beautiful shot.
Go.
He sent him back. Mix up between the batsmen. That's the end of another over. We're going to see a change of bowlers now.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, as there really is no margin for error.
He picked that up beautifully.
That was a fine shot for 4.
Very late on the shot.
No,
The batsmen changed their minds. Nothing scored there.
Catch.
He was very...
Four.
He's dropped it. Another chance goes begging.
The bowler needs the support of his fielders if he's to bowl with any confidence.
That's another single there.
That's gone.
Plays that shot really well, and it does bring him a load of runs.
That's gone.
Immaculate timing. He's gone for it, and he gets 6. He took the aerial route, but it paid off. And the end of the over. They're going to try and liven up the attack here.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
That has to be close. Ouch, right on the foot. That'll really hurt.
Come on, run.
Smashed for 4. That was a confident shot. The wrist spin has made a real comeback in modern cricket. What kind of impact do you think this has had on the orthodox finger spinner, David?
Well, I think the wrist spinner is still the key in international cricket because there are more varieties still available to the wrist spinner. But what's happened to the finger spinners is they've all had to develop something special. And you look at Murali, you look at Harbhajan, they've worked hard to develop, Sakleen Mushtaq before that as well. They've worked hard to develop balls that do something slightly different with what is still largely a sort of finger spinning action, although there's a lot of wrist involved in what Murali does and in Harbhajan as well. But they're just trying to do new things, and I think that's vital. I think that's what spinners have to do, because there are so many good batsmen out there today who will play orthodox spin with contempt that you need to have something special.
That brings the innings to a close.
These two batsmen need just to occupy the crease and see off the new ball to establish a good platform for their middle order.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
Just the one! Again!
Bit of movement in the air there.
Nice Just the one!
That wasn't far away from the edge of the bat.
Great ball in!
He's unlucky there, he bowled that beautifully.
Played much too late. Considerable movement in the air. Oh, comprehensively bowled. That was a superb delivery. Let's have a look at that again. I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in. That has to be close. He's gone for nothing.
Doesn't look too happy with that decision.
Let's see that in slow motion. The left-hander at the crease then. The off-spinner to start a new spell.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
Run! Keep us in!
He was beaten all ends up by that one.
Ball in!
Oh, that's close. The batsman was all over the place with that one. No runs off that delivery. Nothing scored there.
Run! Again!
That was a fine shot for 4.
That's gone to the boundary for the first 4 of the day. He was beaten all ends up by that one.
That's a long walk back when you haven't scored many runs.
The new man in can't afford any lapses in concentration here. That's 5 off the over then. The off-spinner to start a new spell.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
Top ball in!
Bit of a nervy swing at it there. Chance goes down. He'll be gutted to have put that one down.
Good grief, you really can't afford to put chances like that down.
Nothing scored there.
Go!
Technology has slowly crept into the game, but it still causes great debate, doesn't it, David? Are there any additional areas of the game that could benefit from the use of modern technology in a similar way to the use of the third umpire and slow motion replays have improved the accuracy of run-out decisions? And if so, what do you think the downsides would be?
Well, I guess there'll be a temptation soon for people to start saying, why don't we use Hawkeye to help umpires with LBW decisions and all the other things that Hawkeye can show you, which I'm almost tempted to say, yes, go with it. On the other hand, Hawkeye is not yet 100%. There are times it...
And the umpire's given it.
He looks a bit disappointed with that decision.
Let's have a look at that in slow motion. New batsman in. He's bowled a really tight over there.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
The batsman was in quite a bit of trouble with that delivery. Oh, that's close. Gone. Right in front. No arguments there. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman then.
Run!
Batsman played safe there.
Keep us in!
Attacking openers seem to be more common today than in the past, David. Why do you think that's happened?
I just think it's a question of attitudes. I think you look at someone like Matthew Hayden, who really comes top of the list as
If you
an
want.
attacking opener. He's so big and strong, and he's got that sort of attitude which says, look, I'm just going to dominate from the word go. It needs good pitches. You can't just attack at will on pitches that are going to do much, but it needs good pitches. It needs someone with that sort of stature and ability. But of course, it's the most demoralising thing for a new ball bowler to see the ball whistling past, either back past him or to the square leg boundary or to the cover boundary at a rate of knots, because all new ball bowlers love to have slips in, gullies in, attacking fielders in, and as soon as they start hemorrhaging runs, well, it means that the balance of power has changed. So if you've got someone like a Matthew Hayden or a Jayasuriya, anyone of that sort of ilk, who can really hit that new ball hard and take advantage of fields that are set in attacking modes, then of course it just changes the balance of power. It changes the whole balance of the game and gives the power back to the batsman.
The batsman was all at sea there. That has to be close. No runs off that delivery.
Top ball in.
That wasn't far away from the edge of the bat.
Top ball in.
The batsman didn't look comfortable there. And the end of the over. We're about to see a change in the bowling.
It's his right arm over the wicket.
He uprooted his middle stump with a snorter of a delivery.
He's back in the pavilion without troubling the scorers.
Real concentration required from the new batsman here.
Ball in.
He didn't play that one very well.
If you want.
How important do you think good foot movement is when opening the innings, David?
Well, I reckon with opening batsmen, it's even more important than at any other stage in the innings to get yourself into good positions.
If you
And
want.
that means if the ball is short, obviously getting back into the right position. If it's up there, getting forward in the right positions. All obvious stuff. It's all in the coaching manual. But it's not so easily done, is it, when you're out there and the ball's coming at you at 90-odd miles an hour and maybe swinging a bit and doing things off the seam as well. So for them, it's the toughest part. But once you get through it, of course, once you're set, then it all gets easier.
That's so frustrating for the bowler. It's all over.